G'day guys and welcome back to your English Aussie. We're got a nice short video for you guys this week. I know you guys have been enjoying that. We're going to run through the top 30 expected goals and assists per 90 for the best defenders, midfielders and forwards. And we're going to highlight some ideas for you guys to look at over the upcoming weeks. Noting this is now a blank game week in game week 29. So we're going to start off with the defenders, and we'll start off with Josko Gvardiol, who has the best non-penalty expected goals of all defenders that are playing in game week 29, as Man City travel to Brighton, followed by Leicester, Man United at Crystal Palace. Man City has a fantastic fixture run, and Gvardiol could be an excellent choice coming up for that nice fixture run for Man City. Next up on here is Milenkovic of Nottingham Forest. I think Nottingham Forest have one of the best fixtures in game week 29, playing against Ipswich. And Milenkovic is the second highest for non-penalty expected goals for defenders on this list that are playing in game week 29. He is a real goal threat of corners for Nottingham Forest. Not only that, but the Nottingham Forest defence has been one of the most reliable defences this season, and they'd definitely be somebody that I'd be looking to invest in over their upcoming fixture run, which is fantastic. The next 4 weeks being Ipswich, Man United, Aston Villa and Everton, and continues onwards after that. Some other thoughts just on this list is Ryan Ait-Nouri, Matt Doherty of Wolves, with Wolves having some good fixture runs. However, Wolves' defence has not been too good lately since their previous nice fixture run that they had earlier in the season. So just some guys to look out for with nice expected goal and assists numbers. We then do have Dean Hodgson of Bournemouth. Milos Kerkez didn't quite make the list of the top 30. However, he was on 0.13, just slightly lower in that left-back role for Bournemouth. Gabriel of Arsenal is also on the list. He does have a 0.1 expected goals for Arsenal. And then Christian Romero of Tottenham finishing off the list. He's come back from injury recently, and he could be a nice differential pick that also has a goal threat. I'll let you guys screenshot this and look at it in your own time. We'll move on to the midfielder analysis. And just a reminder, if you do like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's just a small thing for you guys, but it really makes a massive difference to my channel and really helps boost the engagement on these YouTube channels. I really appreciate it. Anyway, won't waste any more of your time. Let's get back to the video. And in the midfielders, first up on this list, we do have Mitoma and Cole Palmer. Now, these two players have the highest non-penalty expected goals on this list out of players that I would reasonably expect to start the next fixture in game week 29. Also looking at players who sort of have good fixtures in game week 29, and I've highlighted some of those in green to look at as well. I think these two guys, despite Cole Palmer's poor form for Chelsea, he is somebody that can always score goals in games. He can get mega hauls, and with Mo Salah blanking in 29, he is one of those guys that potentially you want to keep in your team. Especially if you're on a free hit and you don't have Salah, to make sure you maximise the potential for points this week. Kaoru Mitoma of Brighton has Man City. He is somebody who works exceptionally well on the counter-attack, and that is something Man City have struggled with. However, with the introduction of Gonzalez at the bottom of their midfield, they have really solidified with him being able to sit a little bit behind the ball, which was lacking with the Kovacic and Lewis partnerships in that defensive midfield role. Some other options that I just call out on here. Son Heung-min of Tottenham has started to pick up a little bit of form recently. Spurs have some nice fixtures over the next 4 with Southampton and Wolves at 31 and 32. Savinho of Manchester City. Man City have a really nice fixture run over the next 5, 6, 7 games. And Savinho has started all of the last 5 games for Manchester City, so could be a nice way into that attack if you don't want to push the funds for Erling Haaland. Some quick call-outs is Brennan Johnson. I'm not expecting to always start for Tottenham, which is why he hasn't been highlighted. The same goes for Dango Atara of Bournemouth. He's highlighted in orange here. Since Evan Nilsson's come back into the side, he's taken that number 9 role off Dango, and Dango has dropped back down to the bench. I do expect Evan Nilsson to continue to start for Bournemouth in the upcoming weeks. Other call-outs on here, Luis Diaz and James Maddison. Obviously, Diaz blanking this week. Maddison at 0.34, not guaranteed to have that starting role. Similarly for Brennan Johnson on that list. Other call-outs, Kevin Schade doesn't always start for Bournemouth, and Antoine Semenyo, who I just think is not as good as Justin Kluivert at the moment. Definitely a worse finisher, so his expected goals might not be as good as his output. Down the bottom of the list, we do have Bruno Fernandes, who just keeps ticking along for Manchester United, despite them not looking good. He's still an option for you guys. Justin Kluivert, I think, is a fantastic option this week against Brentford. The game is often played at a very high pace. The previous fixture was a very high-paced transition game, and I expect Kluivert to be very important in that sort of fixture. He's also on penalties and could be even a potential captaincy option for this game week. Finally, at the bottom, we do have Jared Bowen and Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo, probably similar story to Kluivert, excellent in transition play for Brentford, also on penalties. And Jared Bowen against Everton is just a nice fixture. He does have the potential to haul in any given game week, especially with West Ham having implemented sort of a 3-5-2 with Bowen up top with Kudus recently. On to the forwards. Final reminder, please, if you haven't, smash that like button, hit the subscribe. It's just a small thing, but it will really help my channel. I do really appreciate all of you guys that can watch these videos through to the end. This is the forward analysis. Please screenshot this, take a look at it in your own time if you want to decide which forwards you want to use, and this is a key thing for you guys. I will also be doing a tactical analysis video later this week after the West Ham game, where I will talk through all of the tactical sort of footballing discussion from game week 28 results, and talk through why this means certain players are better picked than others, where they're lining up for their teams, what the tactical tweaks are that managers are making at the moment to make some teams look better than others. So keep an eye out for that one. I'll also be doing buy, sell, hold at some point this week for the best players to buy, sell, and hold to go along with this video. First up on the list for the forwards is Erling Haaland. He has the highest expected goals of any striker at the moment, up against Brighton, and he has been in some good form of lately. Excuse me, with 3 goals and 2 assists in his last 6 games. Next up is Johan Wissa at 0.6 for expected goals. He's been getting into some fantastic positions for Brentford. Maybe a little bit unlucky to not have got too many returns over the last few weeks. However, he continues to impress. He has a fantastic footballing IQ, and definitely someone that I would look at with Bournemouth in the upcoming week, where I expect it to be a high-paced, fast transition game with lots of chances and opportunities created for both teams. Sneaking in on third on this list is Beto of Everton at 0.57 expected goals. And with the game against West Ham this week, this could be a really interesting pick for you. You guys that are looking to move maybe Cunha out or Mateta out of your team or Moosh out of your team and are potentially wildcarding in game week 30 and able to get rid of him before Liverpool and Arsenal and Nottingham Forest in 32. Beto could be a really nice 1 week punt, even if you're free hitting, and someone that I would consider. Next up on the list is Evan Nilsson. I think he's an excellent shout for Bournemouth. Like I said, I expect this game to be a high-scoring game. I think over the next 3 weeks, Bournemouth have fantastic fixtures, and Evan Nilsson will be leading the line for them ahead of Dango. Danny Welbeck and João Pedro, also nice options for Brighton. They've been in fantastic form recently. I think winning all of their last 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. And finally, the GOAT of FPL, Chris Wood, against Ipswich could be a fantastic captaincy option. He is the man that defies XG, that defies FPL, that defies everybody that goes against him. Right down the bottom there. What an excellent option this week against Ipswich. If you don't have him, I'd be looking to bring him in. Nottingham Forest also have a fantastic run of fixtures coming up. Guys, just one final shout out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you can. It will just take a second and really does help the channel. We're looking to push and hit 1.2k subscribers this week. We're almost there. Hopefully this video will get us over the line. Please stay tuned for the deadline stream this week. I'll also be doing a couple new videos for tactics and buy, sell, hold that will come out over the upcoming weeks. Hope you guys had a good game week 28 and hope you have a great week. This has been your English Aussie. Have a great week, guys, and I'll catch you later.